So why did Brazil ruin dating in America for me? The first step is I got around some damn cooperation, right? Second, I've seen some of the most beautiful women that are humble, in person, cooperative, and friendly. And in abundance. They're everywhere. You can't get away from them if you want. So anytime you can DM a chick with 100,000 followers and she follow you back, she likes a picture and she responds consistently, you know you're not in the United States anymore. And this is like a 10. Like if she came over here and she was a prostitute, she could charge $2,500 per person. Second,
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to the RP experience. I don't know what it is, but my neck. I think I need a massage. Anyway, hit the like button before we continue, and I give you a second to do that. Okay. Subscribe and share, and turn on notifications so you know when I have another video out, because I know I did a couple of videos in the next couple of days, so definitely check those out. Anyway, today's video is going to be about a kind of a hot topic. If you're not really online and stuff like that, you may not really know, but is this movement going on with the passports, particularly with men, the passport bros. Even though, there's other nationalities that's been doing that passport thing. And of course, I know you get the passport, but then you need the visa in order to go to certain countries. And of course, most of them that's going on these trips, they're going on it to meet a certain type of woman that is more of what they are looking for. Now, I could just go in here guns blazing and maybe my video will go more viral. But, I do care of how people feel though, so I'm going to soften this a little bit. The two videos I'm going to share is going to be mentioning black women to a degree and women in general in the USA. So, I want you all to know is not directed at all of you, is directed at the female, the toxic female, the queens, ones that, they just want you to give, and they just take, and it's still not enough. And they're always complaining all men are trash. We'll date a Chad and Tyrone and brag about it. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, but I want in particular my black sisters that to know that this is not directed at all of you. If and don't take it as personal, I used to feel the same way myself when I was younger, because as I would say, most of my experiences with my own kind was very negative and very like really like hurt my feelings in a way. And then it was very real dismissive or something like that, so with that rejection and then that hostility and stuff, much better experiences with other nationalities. Now that didn't really happen for me until I went to Hawaii, and because I was in the Navy for like a while. After that, I traveled to a couple places, Hong Kong, Korea, And Australia was another good place for me because, I just was. Um, this is what I'll try to explain to women real quick. Like, now, even though I'm older now, and even though I have a little bit of an easier time, like meeting women, and it's definitely easier, like socializing. When I went abroad into other countries, it was just easier to meet a nice, and of course, yes, maybe they do want a green card. It probably did have something to do because I was American or even black. To be honest, if I had to pick, with people ignoring me and picking over me because I'm black or I'm short or whatever the case may be, and feeling like down low, I would rather they be positive to me, even if it's somewhat superficial reasons and stuff like that, you know. But anyway, we're going to start with this first video because I don't want this whole video to be too long. So let's start.
So why did Brazil ruin dating in America for me? The first step is I got around some damn cooperation, right? Second, I've seen some of the most beautiful women that are humble, in person, cooperative, and friendly. And in abundance. They're everywhere. You can't get away from them if you want. So anytime you can DM a chick with 100,000 followers and she follow you back, she likes a picture and she responds consistently, you know you're not in the United States anymore. And this is like a 10. Like if she came over here and she was a prostitute, she could charge $2,500 per person. Second, the absence of makeup in Brazil was shocking. I have never seen so many women that were just absolutely beautiful with nothing on as soon as they wake up. And again, there's an abundance. They're everywhere. So when you come back to the United States, when I get back in Miami, I'm like, she was a 10 before I got there, but now I'm looking at her like she probably like a 7. What the hell was that? What was I worried about? These ain't even the top notch like I thought. So if you don't want to, if you want to continue to just feel like American women are the best, don't leave the country. And especially don't go to South America. Have you ever had an American woman ask you if you ate without her asking you what you're going to buy her to eat? Have you ever had a chick ride the city bus to come see you? Have you ever had someone that takes ultimate pride in their hygiene? Have you ever been on a date and it felt like you was in a movie in the 1950s? And have you ever had all that without anybody saying, in my hand? Nothing. They don't want nothing. So pretty much when I got back to the States, the first time I went to Brazil in February 2022 this year, I was like, I'm good. I was like, I'm going back in May. I'm not having sex no more in the United States till I get back. I gave in one time. But for me to do that, that was odd. I work out a lot. I have a high sex drive. So for me to do that, it goes to show you something better. So American women, get your shit together. There's a very small percentage of y'all that still know how to act like women. But I got exposed to an abundance of women that know how to act like women, and I'll never be the same again.
Wow. I'd never been to Brazil, but I heard lots of good things. Of course, though, I do think you have to speak the language a bit, right? You know? But yeah, someday I guess I would like to visit there in the safe areas and stuff like that. But I hear what the brother is saying. I agree with 90% of what he was saying. Just a couple of things, though, that, I mean, he's a grown man. He's going to do what he's going to do. But in one of my videos, I was talking about the bad types of men and the bad types of women eventually want the good types of people. Like those bad dudes want a good girl, and the bad women want a good man eventually. You know, eventually they want that after they get tired of going through, I guess, the BS or something. Uh, the thing that I don't agree with him with is, you know, I don't know if that girl that he met was just down for the casual hookup or something like that, but you know, it seems like with what a lot of guys are portraying with this, that you're just gonna go over there and just smash and dash, you know. And in a way that makes those, because I wouldn't do that, those types of dudes, males, those types of dudes, just as bad as the women, the females, and the bad women. That makes you just as bad as them, the ones that are just using men and tossing them aside or something like that. You know, one thing I'll stress with guys in general, even though I know there's content creators saying like all women will do you wrong and eventually and stuff like that. In the back of my mind, I have to agree. You never know when she might change up on you or something like that. But on um, another level, I'm kind of like being a decent human being. Don't destroy a good one. Like I don't know if it was just a physical thing with the woman that he met and she was just kind of nice, and then maybe he gave her a couple dollars or something like that, even though he said that she didn't want nothing from him. But you know, I would feel bad for that woman if he's feeding her some stuff that he's going to be with her and all this other stuff, and then he goes back there, and then he don't go with that girl, he goes with another girl, and he doesn't try to build something with her. Now, and see, this is a tough position here because I know a lot of guys are like done with like the relationship stuff and they just want to do the casual hookup stuff and almost like the pump and dump. Look, save that for the females or the bad women. Save that for them if you don't want to do that. If there's any good, because there's not a lot of good women out here, even though they may be in other countries. uh you're going to give, well, not that probably we don't have a bad reputation anyway, but you're going to give a lot of other dudes bad reputations, and then eventually those women are going to catch on, you know. And also with the guys doing the passport thing, just going over to Brazil, you have to think, you know, the men that's over there, that they going to be kind of like, yo, you coming over here taking our women or something like that, and especially using and abusing their women and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Dudes that be doing that, just be careful, you know, because eventually that's going to catch up back up with you or something like that. I'm not saying you have to marry the girl, but at least try to be decent or upfront with her and tell her what's going on and stuff like that. Do not, because you complain about these women here, don't go do them dirty. I don't know. That's just my plea to the guys that's out here going and meeting women overseas and stuff like that. Anyway, I have another video because I've been talking quite a bit again. So another video, and we're going to get on this right now. And once again, this is not toward all women or all black women. You know, I know some good ones of you out there, you know, but some guys, some of us, we just run into like the bad ones. And then any decent ones are either taken or either we're in the friend zone. So anyway, let's keep going.
Hey, this is Raul. Please act right. Which woman would you choose if you had to pick one? A woman who is kind, doesn't mind cooking and cleaning, who's cooperative, and comes with a great sense of inner peace? Or a woman who is mean-spirited, doesn't want to cook or clean, and comes with a whole lot of attitude? If you pick the first one, I'm with you all the way. Now, what if that kind woman, who doesn't mind cooking and cleaning, was Asian, and the mean-spirited one was from the country that you're from? Would you still pick the Asian woman? Well, that's exactly what this guy did. He calls himself Richie Mack, the travel OG.
Zoom to Thailand with your man Richie Mack, the travel OG.
He's from the movie industry in California, and he was once married and ended up getting a divorce. Aww. Yeah, I know, right? He said he's had his share of troubled, westernized modern women. Now, he's done a lot of traveling, and during his travels, he ended up in Pattaya, Thailand.
Out for the sexy beaches of Pattaya, Thailand.
After a few visits, he loved Thailand so much, he decided to pack his bags and move there for good. Then, he met an FBI.
FBI. Even I don't think I'll ever get married again. I have an FBI woman here in Thailand.
By the name of Elle, and they've been together for about 2 years. He started this YouTube channel called Zoom to Thailand. A couple of months ago, he posted a video showing his Thai girlfriend making him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is when the negativity started. Not with Elle, but with the black women in America in the comment section. Man, some of these sisters lost their minds. They were leaving some of the most hateful comments you could ever read. Comments like, she's doing that to get a green card, or she looks like she's a trans. Hey, you know what they say? When they start calling you names and insulting you, that's a sign of a failed argument. It just simply means they can't think of anything intelligent to say. So Elle, what would you like to say to the sisters out there that's hating on you?
Brother on my arm, no brother on your own.
Or is it that he chose to give up on modern women and go where the women are traditional by nature? And let's be real, the majority of modern women wouldn't even give men like Richie or me the time of day anyway. So why would any of these black women leaving these comments care who he dates? And another comment I saw was a person who said, well, if you bring her here and let her mix with American women, she'll end up turning into a modern woman and she'll leave you.
Probably right. But me bringing my girl to America defeats the whole purpose of me living in Thailand. Why would I want to go back with her and subject her to all that craziness back home? She has a different mindset and a pure heart. To be put in that type of environment, that doesn't make sense to me.
So who said he was going to bring her over here? You know what? Let's ask Elle if she wants to live here in America.
What you think? No, do you want to move to America?
I think not move, but I want to go look everything. I don't know.
We can go visit, huh?
So basically, she says she wants to visit America, but she doesn't want to live here. So there you go. She'll stay there in Thailand with Richie, and she will continue with her traditional role. These women are already this way. They take care of the man that takes care of them. You hear modern women saying he's treating her like a slave because she's cooking and cleaning. But they automatically take cooking and cleaning as their job.
Being a domestic partner is normal for her.
So if a traditional man wants a traditional woman, he's going to have to go where the traditional women are. Tell the sisters out there hating how you feel about that, Melon Monaco.
It's so easy to be like, oh, I'll never do that. This is slavery. But yet you're single. You don't get no man. So all the haters that are saying, well, he bought her or whatever. Okay, well, why are you mad? They seem happy. It seems like it works for them. And that's all that matters. So all the haters, shut the up. And yeah, she knows how to treat her men.
But wait a minute. Wait. If modern women see cooking and cleaning as slavery, if the man is in the house and he's paying the bills, what does she consider cooking and cleaning in a house where there is no man and she's paying the bills? Does she still consider it slavery? Or is it that some of these women don't cook and clean in their own house where there's no man there? If you're eating fast food all the time and not cleaning your house, what man who pays bills is gonna want you anyway? So basically what you should do is
shut the up.
By the way, Richie, how does everything work in the household with you and Elle?
I take care of the bills, she takes care of the house. That's the kind of world I want to live in.
And that's a world I want to live in too. If I'm paying all the bills, she got to be doing something up in here. And if I got to pay all the bills and cook and clean, what the hell do I need a woman for? Hey, Richie, is she a nagging woman?
She lets me get my work done. She doesn't nag.
So, Richie, she cooks and cleans. What else does she do?
She also washes and irons and folds my clothes.
Come on, man, seriously. Are you making her do this stuff?
I don't ask for any of this. Not one time have I asked her to do this. I did teach her how to make grits, though.
So what do y'all do together?
She plays the Oculus Quest with me, dropping it like it's hot, punching and ducking. Yeah. She even took up golf because she saw it was something I enjoyed doing.
Are you teaching her any extra English?
You did. No, don't tell him you did.
Yeah,
So, are there a lot of women out there?
And the craziest part of it all, the women outnumber the men here, it seems like 40 to 1.
So what are the women over 30 like?
And when I take her out, she looks beautiful for me. I'm not saying all women in Thailand are like this, but I'm saying when you're dating a woman in her 30s, it's a good chance this is what you're gonna get.
Okay, so Richie, I got a problem. I'm a black man, I'm 5'8", I weigh 165 pounds, and I'm 57 years old. You think I could find a woman that would be interested in me over there in Thailand? Because the women over here say I'm too short and I don't weigh enough.
No matter your age, your race, your height, or even your weight, they don't discriminate.
The fat guy. I don't know. Well, I definitely will assume that one is money. But, you know, some women can love men just for, you know, their inside. That's rare, though. I do think most is like either it's financial, or either it's physical, or either it's both. And yeah, personality plays a thing too, but I still believe that's like last on the list. Unless if they got totally done and dragged through the ringer with the guys that was really attractive and had money and stuff like that, and then a light bulb went like, well, maybe that stuff isn't as important. Make sure he has something going on, but I want him to treat me like good or something like that, or as a human being. And that's what I would think. Now, however, though, even though they are saying that, I'm pretty sure some of those relationships is not so perfect, and you know, the guy might mistreat the girl, and then the girl might, the woman might spaz out or something like that. I don't mean to call women girls. It's just sometimes like a reflex thing or something, like good girl, just like bad boy or something. So, you know, don't take that the wrong way. Some of the women that's looking at my video right now. Also, that woman that guy is dating, she is over 30. So, you know, it's not the end when it's 30, but the thing is, I know here a lot of females, because of the mistakes that they made in their 20s, and they was real horrible with their pics and stuff like that. They have like some of the worst attitudes or worst opposition when they get in their 30s and 40s and stuff like that. That is when you should be as sweet as pie to the right guy, of course. You know, stop letting the Chads and Tyrones just coast. You know, coast on by, and stop letting the players sweet talk you and laugh their way into your panties. But anyway, this video is almost done. Let's conclude.
An overweight guy can pull a hottie?
This dude is definitely a plus size, but the girl he has with him on the bike is so bad you wouldn't believe it. I tried to roll up on him, but he took off before I could show you guys.
So what do I do when I get there? Just pick any woman?
You gotta be careful who you pick, cause suckers will get licked.
All right, cool. So I want to visit. What's the restrictions as far as Miss Rona is concerned?
Also, don't rely on me to know what the latest rules are. They literally can change at the drop of a hat. You have to do your due diligence and check in with the American Embassy before you book your tickets, so you're completely updated with the official information. You are responsible for your own plane ticket, your PCR test, insurance, and any of that necessary stuff you need to get here.
Got it. But when I get there, where do I go? What do I do? I mean, can you help me out, Richie?
But once they let you out that door, that's when we take over.
Cool. So you got some package deals?
We're going to be offering 4 different packages that cater to you, your length of stay, and your budget.
So what do the package deals consist of?
Number 1, we have the hangover package, where you and a buddy can share a room and we put you right in the center of everything. A beach hotel right across the street from the beach based on availability. Number 2, we're going to have the ballin' on a budget package. Don't get it messed up. When I first got here, all I did was ball on a budget. You can still have a 2 or 3 star hotel or something similar. Number 3, this is the Pattaya Platinum package. This is where you get the best of the best. Premium shuttle service to and from the airport, the best rooms in the best areas. You get to choose from 3 different hotels based on availability. Number 4, the family package. Thailand isn't just about ladies and going wild all the time. If you watch the video I did called Something About Mary, she clearly explains this to you.
We have island and we have party is a walking street. And in Pattaya is the big city, but not too big. We have quiet place. We have crazy place. You can choose what you want.
Okay, so how long can I stay?
All packages are based on a 7 to 10 day stay. If you decide to stay longer, we'll create a custom package just for you to suit your needs.
Well, I officially retired March the 1st, 2020, and I plan to go to Thailand and the Philippines that same year, but of course, Miss Rona showed up and messed everything up for me. However, I still have plans to go. I'm gonna check out Richie Mac's exclusive package deal, grab my passport, jump on a plane, and guess where I'll hopefully be sometime this year. You guessed it, Thailand.
We walking it out. Say walk it out.
Listen, fellas, life is too short to be putting up with this nonsense that you're dealing with these modern women. If you're a good guy and you know you treated women well in your past and all you got in return was heartache and chaos, you owe it to yourself to take a trip to a country where women will treat you well. I know in my lifetime, I've given women the best of me, and none of them appreciate it. Well, with the exception of one, the Filipino woman that I dated when I was in the military in 1989. Other than that, it hasn't been good. I'm 57 years old and on the sunset end of my life. So I owe it to myself to take a trip there to Pattaya, Thailand and see it for myself. Who knows, if I like it enough, you might see me in a video telling you that I'm moving there soon. I can't think of a better way to spend the rest of my life than be surrounded by a bunch of people who appreciate me for who I am. Don't get me wrong, my primary purpose is not to go there looking for a woman. It's to live somewhere where the color of my skin doesn't matter. And if I happen to meet the woman of my dreams and she appreciates me, well, you know the rest. So if you want to know the rest about Richie Mac, I put the link in the description box below to his channel, Zoom to Thailand. So Mel and Monaco, any last words for the sisters out there hating before we go?
You see what he said, and I know that's what you guys are really looking for. And I've been telling girls that's what a man needs, like food. She doesn't nag. She cooks every fucking day for him, 3 meals a day, he said, and she let him work in peace. It's fucking easy, but some women still don't get it. Shut the fuck up.
You gotta love her. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget.
Wow, that is really nice. See, that is the man's fairy tale right there. You know how women, y'all have y'all nice little fairy tale? That's the fairy tale for men. The only thing I would say is I wish he showed things that he was doing nice for her as well. Because with him doing that video right there, I know how females are going to see it and they're going to spark the conversation. Then women is going to look at it too. It's going to look like lopsided and stuff. So, it's just going to look like she's just like being a servant to him or something. Which, however, though, I don't see it that way because she looks happy. She didn't look miserable doing it. If I'm in a relationship with a woman and she looks like she doesn't want to do nice things for me and everything is some ordeal or something, then I don't want to be in a relationship with her. It would be the same thing if flipped, if you're in a relationship with a guy and anytime you ask him to help you out with something or ask him for some money or something, he's like throwing a fit or about to curse you out or something. Would you want that? No, I don't think you would. So, I hope their relationship is definitely good like that because it's on video. So sometimes you're just showing like the best stuff. But from what I've seen, it looks like she's happy to be like that with him. And he looks like he appreciates it. And probably because he never really had that before. Because I know when I met my ex-wife, she was doing things for me that nobody ever really done before. And that's what made me fall for her like harder or something. So, I always think it's good if it's mutual simping or you're mutually doing good for each other. The thing that I would say for both men and women, you have to keep an eye on each other and see if both of you are giving that same energy. Because a lot of times people will be like that in the beginning and then trail off later, And that's the thing that doesn't get talked about because women do that too. Females and women do that too. Even though I know it's impossible to have that same type of love that you had in the beginning, but still it should evolve and then it should become more of a maintaining type of thing with each other. And that's what I believe with a partnership, And when I use the word partnership, I don't mean that 50-50 thing because I tried that before and it blew up in my face. Because, like I said before in one of my videos way back, the video why the 50-50 relationship doesn't work. Because we didn't have a discussion what each other's role is. And that's the thing. With a partnership, it needs to be defined what each person's role is. So that there's no confusion. Because if I think that she's going to help me when this happened, or he thinks or she thinks that I'm going to do this at some point or something like that, and we didn't communicate it, then after that we're both going to get pissed at each other or something. And I know whenever anything financial happens, or we're about to get evicted or bills can't get paid, she's going to turn her head and look at me like The Rock. Even if she has a job and she's making close to the amount that I'm making and stuff. So that is the thing right there, that I don't want her to feel like I'm her boss and she has to bow down to me or something. But at the same time, she needs to understand that because of my role, I have a lot of responsibility, and when things fall apart, it all comes down on me. And she's probably not going to help me. She may say she's going to help me, but probably in the beginning she will. But after talking with other women and stuff like that, she's going to chaw with that. Plus, another thing I forgot to say: if you meet one of those for the good guys that meet these kind of good women, if you meet them outside the United States, I'm almost like, don't bring them back here. Because if you bring them back here and they start getting friends with some of those girls are going to talk them out of doing certain things, or either having them think a certain way or something. Even if you are treating her good, they're still going to throw a monkey wrench in it, whether it's jealousy or whatever the case may be. So that's pretty much it with this video. Once again, this is not all American women. I know it's good ones of you here and stuff, but understand the same way like it's hard for you to meet a good man, it's hard to meet a good woman. And like I say, an added twist, even if you meet a good one, are they single? Are you two attracted to each other? Do you have chemistry? You know, unless if we ever go back to like arranged marriages, even though, I kind of wouldn't like that one, but however, though, maybe with other people picking it from them knowing you, other people picking, it might be a little better. I don't know. By the way, that's it. You guys have a good night.
There are three kinds of love. Which kind do you have? There's the if kind of love. If you do this, I'll love you. If you succeed, I'll love you. If you come up to my expectations, I'll love you. The because kind of love. I love you because you're intelligent. I love you because you have money. I love you because you're beautiful and you're handsome. And then there's the in spite of kind of love, God's love. I love you in spite of your failures. I love you in spite of your miserable past. I love you in spite of your weaknesses and your faults. God's love, I loved you, faults, failures, and all. When God saw you through the eyes of love, he was looking at your potential.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too? Handel made it. I still wanna run to you.